What's up, you guys? I'm not amazing, I'm just mediocre. Welcome back to the channel and this Apex Legends video. Today's gonna be all about our new Season 5 legend, Loba, the teasers we've been getting for her over the last week, culminating in this awesome Stories from the Outlands trailer that we received today, detailing the story of her life after the death of her parents at the hands of Revenant. Now, really quick, if you guys like this video, please drop a like, and if you want to stay up to date on Apex Legends, some news, tips, tricks, content, all that fun stuff, consider subscribing to the channel. So what we're going to do here is we're going to look at some parts of this trailer in slow motion, as well as share with you some information that the devs have revealed about Season 5 in the last week. So, starting off. So this trailer begins exactly where the Season 4 trailer ended, with Loba sitting over the body of her dead father. Her parents had stolen something very valuable from a very powerful person, and they hired Revenant to exact revenge, which unfortunately left Loba an orphan. And here in a bit of foreshadowing, the blood we see smeared on her eyes right now becomes the makeup she likes to wear in the future. Now, keen eye here will spot a Nessie that the developers always love to sneak inside their cutscenes, and then you will also see Loba steal the foster mom's bracelet. The bracelet that you see on her wrist right now was just on the wrist of her foster mother, so you can see that Loba has been thieving from a very young age. And I don't see many story cues here in the next few scenes, but what I do see are some potential skins. Like the skin that we're actually going to start with is the white outfit we see on her at the end of the trailer. But I personally think that this black dress, alongside with the white and gold mask that you're about to see her steal, I believe that's going to be one of her legendary skins, or at least I'm hoping it will be. I'm also wondering if they're going to allow us to use this staff we see her wield several times in the trailer. Is that going to be one of her abilities, to use the staff? Or is that going to be her heirloom item? But this next scene is very important and definitely one of her abilities. She has broken into Hammond Robotics, and we see her pick up this bracelet, and this is definitely one of her abilities that you'll be able to use in-game. You use this bracelet to teleport from place to place in a way very similar to how Wraith voids from place to place. And also, this blue-haired gentleman is very important to Loba's future. She rescues him from some bad dudes, and he ends up doing her a big favor by finding out where Revenant is. So it's unclear whether or not she asked her blue-haired friend for assistance in finding Revenant, but she definitely told him about the event, and he's gone out of his way to go look up information. It looks like he's found something, and he goes to get her attention. You can see he's found some kind of file about her father, about the confidential contract on him, and in this next file that we see on the screen with Revenant, there's a ton of information that relates to the teasers we've been getting in-game and on the Apex Legends Twitter. It says something here about he's the property of Hammond Robotics, and that he's used to fulfill confidential contracts on their behalf. But more importantly, we see references to this factory number 032 that appears to have this large circular structure to it. We see this circular structure referenced a couple of times in this flash image on the screen. And I have to tell you, this reminds me of the teaser images we have been getting in-game. I made a video earlier about how I don't believe this image references King's Canyon. I believe it references an off-planet image, and I believe that is where factory number 032 is. And of course, by the look in Loba's eyes, you can tell she's out for revenge. Now, this trailer is actually connected to some teasers we received on the Apex Twitter in the days leading up to this trailer that appear to be the work of the blue-haired hacker trying to find out what's going on with Revenant. Now, in this first clip, you see a picture of a conversation between a Syndicate and Hammond representative talking about what to do about Revenant, and then some of the blue-haired guy's notes attached to it, asking about the source code, a 7 original Hammond robotics, 100 reses, can't be stopped, can't be accessed. Why security? He has so many questions. He has no idea what Revenant is or what he's dealing with, what to do about him. And then in the next day, we received this image, which talks about some of the original trials of the Simulacrum program. You see this date from transfer trial number 7578, November 24, 19, I believe that is. So that's a rough date of when they were testing this technology. Subject A did not work. Neural data corrupted. Subject B did not work. Significant data degradation. Copy useless. Subject C, negative response to identical copy. Subject hysterical and subdued. Attempts to separate organic storage component from the Simulacrum development process have been unsuccessful. We will likely see greater success if organic storage is retained as a remote network intermediary. Recommended adjustments testing in future trials. So what this appears to entail is that the human brain running the Simulacrum is actually stored somewhere as a remote server that's basically operating the machine and in charge of like the backup information when it needs to reboot into a new system. And then there's also right next to that some information on what a Simulacrum is, talking about where it's not exactly a cyborg or an android. A cyborg is a human with robot parts, and an android is a robot with an artificial intelligence in it, whereas a Simulacrum is a human consciousness put into a robot body. Very different things indeed. So, this blue-haired man has found information into the background of Revenant and has to do with this Factory 32 that I personally believe will occur off-planet. I don't think this is something on King's Canyon. I don't think this is something on World's Edge. I fully believe that this is going to be off-planet. And I am so excited for Season 5. Not only this, but we also have a sweet new battle pass on the way. We have these new things called quests that are supposedly on the way for Season 5. We have no idea what they are, so if you want to find out when we all find out, make sure you subscribe to the channel, and I will deliver that information to you guys as soon as possible. And hey, if you're interested in more Apex Legends lore, you should click the video on your screen right now revealing the shocking sequence of Revenant's past. I'm not amazing, I'm just mediocre, and I'm out.